Hello everybody, very good morning to you and welcome back to another live trading session here at Taurex and at Moss. I hope you are all doing well and enjoyed the week so far. Probably enjoyed it better than I have. I found it very difficult to really knuckle down on the good trade idea really. Obviously, I got the dollar situation wrong because that's just been sinking. So we'll analyse that a little bit. But I'm at that stage now where the distributive move has happened. It was the wrong way, and we now let the markets then settle, and then we wait for the next distributive move, whether that's the downside or upside. We shall see. And we'll also take a look at the main market that I was looking at really yesterday was the stock market, and you can see pretty much. We got that really nice reaction late last night after some news around Trump relieving tariffs, which is one of the things I said yesterday as well. So I'm happy that I got that bit right, which is good. If you are around this morning, and if you are watching on catch up, hello to you. If you are around this morning watching live, hello to you as well, Kurtzen. Good to see you. A very good morning to you, and I hope you're doing well. DAX has been great, and yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit about the DAX because there was some good positive news surrounding that. So the DAX has been good, and I might try and see if I can get a trade idea on there. Fatai, hello to you on the YouTube channel. Good to see you. And Tadeus, sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Good to see you. Good morning to you, and thank you very much for tuning in. If anyone does have any specific requests on markets as well, any ones that they want me to cover, then feel free to put that in the chat section, and I'll be more than happy to dive into that for you. No problem. So. It is a busy day on the calendar as well because we've got the ECB interest rate decision. So we're going to start off first of all with the news around pretty much, this is my favourite Google search at the moment, Trump tariffs. Just every single day, every single morning now I have to sort of wake up and just have an understanding of any update there. And the update really was, we're already seeing early signs of Trump going back on the tariffs But yeah, because of like what we see here, so there's been some relief, should we say, to Trump offers a 1 month relief for automakers and pauses tariffs as a result of that. So it's only a pause, it's not a removal, but I think we might see a little bit more of this. So I'm not 100% sure if we will see, the aggressive tariffs across. I can't see it lasting for too long. Is what I mean, and I stand by that. So we shall see, because I just can't see who wins in this, because it's going to be, if it carries on, all it's going to do is just cause almost like a global recession. That's what it will cause, essentially. And that's why we saw the move lower in the stock market over the last couple of weeks. But the reaction from the key moving averages were really good. So right here, this is on the NASDAQ, this was the 200-day moving average. So I want you to just remember that. That's the 200-day moving average. Nice reaction from there. Sorry if there's some noise in the background. Nice reaction from there. And you can then see, pretty much from there we had that reaction. And the same thing with the S&P 500. Right into this demand zone, right where the 200-day moving average is. So this, for me, where these levels are right now in the stock market, I would class them as like the floor of the market. I think if those two levels go on the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ, if those two levels go, I think we're in for some downside. Some more downside. So that means, for me, it's a good support area to look to try and buy from. And you can see that initial reaction we've had. So let's break that down. And now try and see if we can actually find an opportunity from that. Hasn't quite taken shape yet on the 4-hour time frame. Can't see any sort of structure breaks or anything like that. You probably could on a lower time frame. If you want to play that on a lower time frame, that's fine. It's probably not something that I would do, to be honest. NASDAQ's a bit clearer. Got some breaks of structures and some change of characters there, which means that this could be a good trade for today. and then we can sort of target these highs along the way. So 4 to 1, 5 to 1, and then my actual overall target for this is back up at 21.8, which is the fair value gap, the 50% of this fair value gap, and that sits at 21.812, and that's an 8.3 to 1 risk reward trade. So I quite like this as an idea, and I'm probably going to risk myself, probably because it's on a 1 hour time frame, so I'm happy to do a 1% risk on that. So I'm going to post this in the Discord channel, in the trade ideas section. Let me post that for you. Sorry if there's some noise in the background there. Some people in some meetings next door. It's really, really distracting. Post it in the Taurex one as well. Okay, there we go. Right. Hello to you, Dan. Good to see you. I've just seen you pop up on the YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm doing well. Angst danger? What's that? What do you mean by that? I am in the Middle East. Yes, I'm in Dubai now. It's treating me well. I'm doing well. It's good to see you on the it's good to see you on the streams. And I hope you're. Are you still trading? Let me know. Yeah, just working, just trading. I'm working on an academy as well. We've got a brand new prop that's launched, Atmos. So we're very, very busy at the moment recording content for that as well. And I've got the courses coming out soon. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I'm starting the courses soon. I've built all the outline, but I'm not actually recorded just yet. So I'm going to have a really nice course going on. Trend Rider. Yes, Dan's on the Trend Rider. I'd love to see that. Nice. Okay, good stuff. So, the other thing that I wanted to point people in the direction of today in terms of news events would be the ECB interest rate decision. Nice one, Dan. I appreciate that. It was the ECB interest rate decision. So what I want everyone to know is that we are pretty much nailed on to see a 25%, a 25 point interest rate cut from the ECB. That's expected, right? There's no doubt in my mind that will be the case. But what happens after that becomes a little bit more unclear. And this is a great article which sort of summarised it really for me. Was this is the ECB's last easy decision. So although we're expecting 25 basis points, what we see after that is going to be very, very important. As in the forward guidance that we get from Lagarde in her press conference. So I'm going to keep an eye on the language that's used, and I'll update you on that should there be anything that pops out. So the ECB has now cut rates 5 times since June as inflation has retreated and economic growth has faltered. But with rates slowly approaching a level that no longer restricts economic growth, one might expect an end to the easing cycle. And as a result, what we've seen is a euro which has been massively outperforming. Now, when we spoke about euro dollar a few days ago, really at the start of the week, we said about how, I thought we were going to come and take out this liquidity, potentially then come back inside. That was the dollar strength play. But you can see what happens sometimes when actually we get that full closure above the high, above this resistance. Look. Breakout above it on the 1 hour. There was the retest. So actually, for me, I feel like I missed out on a trade there. Easier said than done. No, it's hindsight and all that, so it's fine. But that would have been a good mitigation area. It's pretty much a fancy break and retest. But you can see, currently trading at about 6 to 1. So the euro balls are very much in play right now, and now we've seen at the end potentially of the easing cycle. I wonder if the message from Lagarde is slightly more hawkish, which I think may feed into potentially some more euro strength going forward. However, as you can see, look how far we've come. Um, Hello, Dan. Sorry, just wanted to ask time for a rebound in euro dollar. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing now. We've come so far. Look how sort of overbought we are as well. Crazy. So one would expect that we'll see some sort of retracement. And from a daily time frame, it might come from here. But you can still see we've got a fair value gap in there. So I actually think that potentially if you're trading euro dollar, I think there's still more upside to come. If we get a slightly more hawkish stance from Lagarde, i.e., this is the end. Yeah, there's still more room. That's exactly right, Dan. There's still more room for upside. So I probably won't be trading this, but if you're someone who trades on a lower time frame potentially, I think that you could be aiming for up to about 1.09. So I think there's still another 90 or 100 pips left in this euro dollar upside. For me, it's difficult to find an entry on the sort of 4-hour daily time frames and even the 1 hour because of how overstretched we are. And I don't like to buy things or sell things when they're overstretched to the upside or the downside. I just don't like doing it. But I know some people may want to try and capitalise on some euro strength, and I think that could come today if we get a slightly more hawkish stance from Lagarde, especially because. And this points out to you, Curtin, because I know you have been trading the DAX. We pretty much got a major, almost like fiscal stimulus package from Germany. 500 billion euro infrastructure fund and overhaul borrowing rules, a tectonic spending shift that jolted markets on Wednesday on hopes of reviving Europe's largest economy. Fiscal stimulus. What's that good for? Risk assets. What's it good for in particular? This German stock index, which is now blasted up to new all-time highs as of now. So what I want to point out for the next few days is that I would love to see a breakout to a new high again and just continue that momentum. Wait for the next dip that you can see. And Kurtz, you've done really well trying to pick in some of these dips. You can see that we had a move down into this area, breakout to the new high. Will we get another move down? Let's just wait to see where the next dip comes, because I think that we've got potentially some more upside coming in this German stock index. But as I've said before, and it's in my journal, I do not like to buy things at all-time highs. So I will wait for the next retracement that comes. We did catch DAX a couple of weeks ago on a retracement, so we're going to do exactly the same thing. Well, I'm going to do exactly the same thing probably next week, but that's a trade that I'm lining up as well. There might come a stop sweep soon on the euro dollar. Whereabouts do you think that sweep could come? I mean, the same happened with cable as well. Look, this was a daily area of supply. Look at that breakout above. It's hard to imagine that we won't see some more. We've got some equal highs here as well. We potentially could be seeing some more upside in cable as well. This doesn't look good for the dollar. Exactly the same thing. Look, break above that supply zone, retested it, and now we're trading higher. Bullish crossover on the trend rider. Is this the next trend rider trade? Potentially. Maybe. That's something to watch out for as well. When you actually look at the dollar index now, look, clear bearish crossover. Maybe look for something like that now. So I had to swallow my pride a little bit, because I still fundamentally didn't really make sense to me why, when we were seeing all these tariffs and stuff, why we saw such dollar weakness as a result of that. And now actually I'm realising that the technicals have spoken. We've now broken out to the new downside, and now I'm waiting for potentially a retracement and then some more downside in the dollar. So potentially euro dollar, pound dollar, all of these dollar pairs, for those of you who trade the trend rider, look, we're seeing these bullish crossovers now. Euro dollar. dollar yen, USD Swiss, NZD USD, and now USD CAD. My little backup option, my little backup trade, which is always nearly coming now, is this. So we've actually got, this is my other trade that I'm looking at. Symmetrical triangle pattern. What I want to see is a breakout, retest, and then I want to pay dollar yen to the downside. That's what I'd like to do. So that's something that's coming very soon. So unfortunately, I can't. I'll let you know in the Discord channel today if I'm entering this. But this is a trade that I'm looking for on dollar yen. So it probably looks something like this. Where is the downside potential here? The downside potential is at least down into, you see this? Six to one risk reward. So I'm going to be patient here, and this is one of my favourite trade ideas that I'm looking at for the remainder of this week. It's difficult, it's Thursday, I'm hoping I can get in before NFP, and then if NFP comes in weaker, we could be in for some more downside in the dollar. Nice, Dan. Love to hear that. Good stuff. Okay, I think that just about covers it. Is there any other questions that anyone wants me to run through? Put them in the chat now, and I'll do that for you. Okay, good stuff. Right. I do hope everyone has a good trading day. It's the day before NFP, so I'm going to come on tomorrow, and I'm going to preview NFP, give you the scenarios, potentially what moves we could see with different numbers, etc. So make sure you tune into that one tomorrow because that's going to be important. I haven't looked at gold, Dan, because gold for me is still not in an area of interest. So I'm still looking for a deeper retracement down to these areas. So I'm not too interested just yet in gold. I don't really want to buy it where it is. Yeah, it's not quite in an area for me at the moment where you get a good risk reward. And Bitcoin, well, okay, okay. I've had another request for gold. Okay, sorry. I will look at gold in a bit more detail. Look, it's a question of like, if you're buying gold right now, where's the risk reward? Where do you put your stop loss in that situation? It's why I'd rather wait for something deeper, down into around 2,800, down into around 2,720. I mean, I know that's far away. That's probably a little bit unrealistic. But if you're going to trade gold today and you're going to try and catch on to the momentum, you're gambling a little bit because I'm not really sure where you'd probably put your stop loss. I mean, if I'm really picky, you could argue that there's a 15 minute zone in here. See this? It's a 2887. I'll mark it. I'll mark it for you. It's not my favourite thing in the world. Something like that, potentially. So yeah, maybe something like that could be. But again, I won't be doing that. I'm just saying to you that that's potentially a good scalping opportunity where you'd probably get a better risk reward than if you would, like me, trying to trade it on the 4 hour or the 1 hour. I'm just not someone who trades on those time frames really anymore. I don't have the time to do it. I'm too busy. Okay, good stuff. Right. Good luck to those trading today. If you do need me, I'll be around in the Discord channel at any time. So just make sure you just tag me in a message or something, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Until then, trade well, trade safe, and I'll see you soon.